everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. My name is Thomas. I am a regional flight attendant. For those who don't know, if you are new here, be sure to subscribe. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. So I titled this video 6-Day Trip because technically it is. I had 3 days of reserves at the end of February. I didn't get used, which I was banking on it because I flew throughout the entire month of February. So I did not get used. So today I do start a 3-day trip. And this is my first trip of March. And the reason why I picked up reserve days at the end of February was because the reserve days were more than my original trip that I had. So that's why I picked it up. And on the banking on the fact that they would not use me because I have flown all February, which that actually happened. So, and also with my company, if you're a reserve, the reserve days are worth 3.5 hours. As a line holder who picks up reserve, it's worth 4 hours. So that's another reason why I did it, because again, it was worth more. So today is just a one-leg day. I don't report until 8 o'clock tonight, and it's one leg to Knoxville, Tennessee. So since it's been a pretty easy day, I probably won't talk to you all until I get to Knoxville. Right now, I have workers outside my house cutting down some trees because I can't do it. You know, so I can't do everything. So I have to hire somebody to cut down the trees for me because they're leaning over the house. And then, you know, coming up in what, a month or two is hurricane season. You don't want those falling on the house, and then it causes a bigger problem. So I'm doing that right now. I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Knoxville. Hello everybody, so made it here to Knoxville, good old trusty Knoxville. All my other vlogs before I started doing these trips all the way to New York, I was here at least once or twice a month in Knoxville. But today's flight was very uneventful, oversold as usual. Nothing happens, but since this is only my one leg, I still get paid for 4 hours because that's our minimum day. Normally, before we got minimum day, I would have added like a few turns in between before this trip, my overnight, just so I can make more credit hour, because this is only blocked out at like an hour and 9 minutes. So before we got minimum day, we were only going to get paid an hour and 9 minutes for this one flight. So glad we have minimum day, because that means I don't have to try to add more turns into this day. I just came to the airport, did the one leg, get paid 4 hours for it. So, but that's how that works as far as with our min day. And I'm glad we have it. But other than that, it's 11-hour overnight. I'm gonna get up about 7:45-ish, 8 o'clock, go down, eat breakfast. We have a 9:15 van in the morning, and tomorrow is 4 legs, but they're short and no service. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of 3. Slept really well last night. Somebody called me early this morning, like around 6 something, and woke me up, broke my sleep a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. Today is a 4-leg day. I go from Knoxville to Atlanta, sit in Atlanta for about an hour and a half. Then I go to Columbia, South Carolina, back, and then I end up in Augusta tonight. So I didn't get up and go eat breakfast yet. I'm gonna go down a little bit early to go eat breakfast before we have our van. And also, I'm not wearing a suit. I'm wearing the vest and the jacket. I did bring a black jacket just in case it is a little bit chilly or cold, because I'm going in and out of Atlanta, and down here for the rest of this 3 days, it's going to be like in the mid 70s to low 80s. So it was no need for me to have the sweater or anything on this trip. So, but other than that, that's all I have for you all today. I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Augusta. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Hello everybody, so I made it here to Augusta. Today's flights were very easy, with the exception on every flight. I was working first class, and you put out waters for a first class passenger. After every flight, my first class passenger like, I don't have a water. So pretty much people who kind of board early or get on before first class, they taking the waters from our first class to drink them in the back, because it is no service on all these flights that we had today. But I'm like, all you gotta do is just ask for some water. We'll give you some water. Other than that, that is all. I'm off tomorrow's go home day. I'm off one day, then I started another 3-day. If you remember, I had 2-3 days back to back. So what I did was just gave myself a day in between and picked up more credit hours for my next trip than what I was originally awarded. So that's why I did what I did. But other than that, I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We have a 5:50 van. So I'll see you guys in the morning once I get up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to day 3, and it's go home day. Today's pretty easy. I do Augusta back to Atlanta, sit for about 2 hours, then I do an Allentown, Pennsylvania turn, which that's probably gonna run me about 1:45 to maybe 2 hours, depending on headwinds. But I probably should have paid attention a little bit more, because what I usually do instead of having sits in Atlanta or sits period is try to swap it out for something, and that way I could have gotten done a lot early, but I wasn't really thinking, maybe because this trip was super easy. It is March and it's starting to warm up. I've seen bees, so that means pollen is coming. Luckily for me, I don't have any allergies, but pollen is gonna come. And with that, you know, especially with dark uniforms, it easily gets attached to my uniform or my shirt or whatever like that. So I have to pack more stuff now, being that, you know, pollen season is around the corner. Other than that, that's all I have for you. I'm finna get ready and go down to the van, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get home to close out the video.
I'm gonna pull a shawty to the side. She keep coming at me every day and night. When I left in my life, started feeling right. Yeah, ooh. These days.
Hello everybody, I made it home from this 3-day trip. Today's first flight was very uneventful. My second flight, my flying partner got sick. As we were going to Allentown, she was noticeably sick, but she finished everything, and then as we were coming back, she started doing service, and then she couldn't do it anymore, so she started throwing up and things like that. So I pretty much finished service for her, as well as take care of my first class passengers. And you know, it's just something that has to happen. You know, it happens. She got sick, she couldn't do it, so I had to finish the service myself for the remainder of the flight, which it wasn't hard. You know, it's just one of those things, teamwork make the dream work, and hopefully nothing like that happens to me. But if it did, hopefully I have a flying partner that would look out for me the same exact way. But other than that, I'm finna get out here and enjoy this weather. It's 82 degrees here in Atlanta. I'm gonna just get outside, probably just walk around or just sit outside and just enjoy the warmth of the weather. But I'm finna get ready and close this vlog, and as always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.
On the next plane, I don't know when